What's good, y'all? We back with another video. And today, I just want to do something, well, not too original, not too different, but something that I kind of want to do for a little while, because I want to get to know y'all a little bit, and I want y'all to get to know me a little bit. So today, I want to talk about pet peeves. We all got them. Some of us are not open about them, but I want to put mine out there so y'all see if y'all can relate to them. Now, this isn't going to be the basic, oh, when you're behind somebody and they walk too slow, when somebody rides the merge lane to the end, when somebody doesn't pick their trash up, like these are going to be different and original. If not the most original thing in the world, at least something uncommon or something that you probably haven't heard before. So before this video gets started, make sure y'all like, comment down some feedback, because I've been on this consistency train. I know y'all see it. Share this video, share it out to as many people as possible. Your mom, your cat, your dog, your fish, your uncle, your granddad, whoever. Share this video out, shoot it out, send it to everybody. There's no harm in it. It's not going to hurt you, your pockets, or the environment, so why not? And make sure y'all subscribe. So right here, I got and yes, I had to write these down because I'm definitely not remembering all these, because it's like when you're put on the spot to talk about yourself or something that pertains to you, you don't remember nothing. So that's why I just wrote them all down. So the first one is my first. Now, mind you, these are in no particular order. I just thought of them and wrote them down. Like, dang, this kind of bothers me, or dang, I don't like this. Write it down. When people ask you if you know or saw something, you say no, and they ask the question again as if you didn't already answer them the first time. The reason why I hate this is because it's like you're pretty much just doubling down on what you already asked the first time. And when you asked the first time, I already gave you a response. Like, for example, somebody says like, hey man, like, you tried this new strawberry smoothie? I'm like, no. Dude, you haven't tried the strawberry? I said no. I said no. What part of you asking the same question with even more emphasis is going to get a different answer out of me? I don't get it, and it bothers me bad. People I can't be real with / overly sensitive people. Now, me, I'm a real blunt person. People say that like, oh, they real, they blunt. I'm gonna tell you how it is, but a lot of people ain't like that. Like, people who say they're real, excuse me, 9 times out of 10, people who say they're real ain't as real as they say they are. I'm a real blunt person. Like, real people don't say they're real, they just be real. But if I can't be real with you, or if you're just overly sensitive, it just bothers me, because it's like in order for us to have a thing, or like a bond, a friendship, whatever, I have to be able to speak my mind with you, and I want you to do the same. Like, prime example, if your breath stink, like, I'm not going to out you in front of the whole friend group, like, hey bro, your breath stink. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm going to put you to the side, like, hey bro, you need to check yourself. I smell a little something. Like, and that's the kind of person I am. Like, I'm not going to out you. It's just not in my character. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, the same way I correct somebody else, I want them to correct me. And overly sensitive people just bother me, because it's like, especially my sense of humor. My sense of humor consists of me taking jabs and like pokes. Like, I might say something stupid or silly, or like I don't eviscerate or like rip people, no, because that's foul, that's dirty. But like, I'll take a couple of jabs at jokes, and because that's just my sense of humor. Like, I like talking mess. Like, I'm not a messy person, but I like talking mess, But I like talking mess with my people, And it's just, if I say something and it's like, if it hurt, like, if you took it the wrong way, that's one thing. But if every single thing I say makes you feel a certain type of way, it gets to the point where it's like, I know I can't joke with you like that. I'm good. People who don't have priorities with their money. So where this comes from is like pretty much people who can blow their money on their wants, but they don't got enough money for their needs. So it's like, pretty much they can have like $1,000 shoes, a nice coat, nice clothes, nice jewelry, accessories, all this, whatever, this, that, and the third, right? But you ain't got money for groceries, you ain't got essentials, you pretty much don't got the needs you got throughout the day. So your priorities with your money is misconstrued, it's messed up. So it's like you want to blow your money on your wants, but you don't have your money for your needs. So when I'm around somebody and they're always talking about how, oh, they don't have enough money for this, and that, I'm like, well, do you budget? What do you spend your money on? They're like, oh, well, I blow my money on food delivery, or I bought some new shoes. It's like, well, maybe you should have, not bought a new pair of shoes, or maybe cooked some food or something. It just bothers me because it's like you need to get your stuff straight. When people, oh, no, this one bothers me. This one bothers me, bro. When people who don't fit the description try to tell you how to do something. Now, it's really a why would I listen to you situation. Prime example, I'm not going to listen to somebody who's juiced up or somebody who's overweight trying to tell me how to work out. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. I'm not a stubborn, ignorant person. Like, if you're trying to give me general advice, like you're trying to correct me, get me straight, I'm open. Like, I'm completely open. Like, if you're trying to tell me something that will better. If you're trying to tell me something that will better me, I'm open. But it's kind of like when you were in gym class and you like doing push-ups or whatever, you running laps, and then the gluttony gym teacher just coming over like run an extra lap or go lower, go lower. It's like, man, if you don't run a lap or two, bro, like you telling me to run an extra lap, but you need to get up here and run 3 times more as laps as I am. Like, I'm not trying to hear nothing from you, bro. When somebody's too open too fast. So I don't like to talk to somebody who it's like a brick wall, like trying to get information out of you is like pulling teeth, like you a dentist trying to do a root canal surgery or whatever. But it's like I don't want you to be too open too fast either. Like, prime example, I got a story for y'all. I remember one time, I think it was my junior year of high school, I was talking to this one girl, right? And we was at like the second week mark, and we was talking, everything was cool, yeah, this and that. Not talking like dating, but just talking to like get to know each other. So yeah, second week mark, we was talking, and she just casually brings up the fact that she does acid. And I'm like, you do what? Like I said it exactly like that. I said, you do what? And she was like, yeah, I do acid. And I was just like, oh no. As soon as she said that, as soon as I gave the reaction, and she just said, yeah, I never talked to her ever again. And then my friend, and then my friend had the nerve to get on me and be like, oh, well, maybe she had a problem or maybe it was just a one-time thing. But you didn't hear what I said. She didn't say she tried. She said she does, implying that she does it on a regular or daily basis. She does it on a regularly or daily basis. So yeah, regardless of if you would have told me that at the 2 week mark or the 2 month mark, I would have been gone regardless. But the fact that you told me, the fact that you felt comfortable enough to tell me that, that's crazy. Um, when somebody only talks to you or reaches out to you when they need something. Now, this is the easiest one because I'm a very observant person. So I'm a person who listens more than I talk, even though I'm talking a lot right now, but it's just me, so that's the point. But it's just like I, I take mental notes of the people I'm around, the people who are around me, the people I talk to, and vice versa. So if I reach out to you, good morning, hey, like, hey man, hey bro, or hey, how you doing? Like, everything treat you good? Or like my homegirl hit me up, like, hey, how you been? How you doing? How YouTube been treating you or whatever? Like, if it's just, it can be something as small as like just checking up. Like, that's cool. But people are creative, but they're not at the same time because it's like people either try to get at you one or two ways. They either try to slide into it by fake checking in on you, be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I need something. It's like, But the way I weed this out is if I don't know you. If I don't know, I'm not gonna say if I don't know you, there's no reason for you to be checking in on me. But if I don't know you and you're checking up on me, like 8 to 9 times out of 10, you're gonna follow up asking me for something or asking me to do you a favor. Which I'm probably more than likely gonna say no or just leave you on delivery because I don't know you like that. So it's either they slide into it or they just straight out ask you. But I'm the type of person where I'd rather you just straight up ask me than fake slide into it. Regardless, I'm still going to leave you on delivery. I'm going to leave you on delivery regardless because I do not know you like that. Um. Okay. New Yorkers who can't stop talking about New York. Now, for this, I was just going to put New Yorkers in general because y'all are very. The thing about New Yorkers is that y'all are very. I'm not saying y'all being loud and open's a bad thing, but it's just to a whole different level. So I was just gonna put New Yorkers in general, but I got some real cool friends from New York, so I can't say like just New Yorkers in general. But it's just New Yorkers who can't stop talking about New York. It's like, bro, every single time there's an opportunity to bring up how great New York is, they're going to take it. It's like a white woman coming up with allegations to ruin a black man's career. If the opportunity is there, they're going to take it. Hey man, we got this great deli spot here. Oh, New York got plenty of those that's better. Oh, there's this great spot. Like there's this great spot here. Oh, New York got places that's better. Oh man, I just tried this food, man. It was real good. Man, New York got the same thing, but way better. You trip. It's like, bro, you're making New York your whole personality. Like, we are in the DMV. We are not in New York right now. uh, People who glaze celebrities down terribly. Pretty much, you, you can like your people. You can like celebrities. Like, it's all cool. Like, you put on an artist song in the car, like, oh, that's my man, that's my girl, whatever. That's all cool. That's all cool. I got nothing wrong with that. But once you take it to a different level, that's when it's like, nah. I remember I saw this one post where somebody outed out their friend because they wished Lil Baby happy birthday before they did. Which, I agree. It's kind of crazy. Like, you're wishing a man who doesn't even know that you exist happy birthday before your day one. I do feel like that's kind of petty to put it on the internet though, but I don't want to say it was justified because it's petty. Like you could brought him to the side and talk to him about it, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, you're wishing a celebrity happy birthday before your day one, and that's the thing about people too. Like your friends would rather post a YouTuber's channel before they post their homeboy or homegirl. They'd rather post Rod Wave's new album before their man's album or something. It's just, I don't know. It's like, if it's coincidental or like you didn't know, that's different. But it's like, if you just know, like, you know your friend grinding trying to do something, but then you put it on for somebody who doesn't even know you opposed to your day one, that's just kind of crazy. Um, this one's funny. When somebody shows something, when somebody shows you something on their phone for too long, this applies to anybody. This is strangers, family, friends, whoever, acquaintances, don't matter, aliens, anybody, it don't matter. It's just you show me a funny picture or a funny video. That's cool. If it's short, if it's like 10 seconds, 50 seconds, cool. If it's a minute long, if you're about to show me a minute long video, that better be the most funniest video you're about to show me. That video better have my stomach about to implode on itself, rolling on the floor, crying, tears running down to my chest and all. I need to be bawling my eyes out, begging for mercy because of how funny the video is you just showed me. So when somebody shows me something that's not funny, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, yeah. It's like when somebody shows you stuff on their phone for too long, it feels like you're being held at ransom, bro. It's like I'm being forced to find what you're showing me funny. then I feel uncomfortable. Then I don't want to be there. Um, okay, this one bothers me real bad. People who borrow stuff from you and make you seem like you're begging when you want it back. This this could be anything. It could be anything, but the two things that come to mind, number one, money. You like somebody says, "Hey, let me hold $20 until Friday." You give them 20, and when it's time, and when it's time for them to pay that 20 back, it's like, man, like you gonna press me over $20. You gonna press me over 20. It's like, bro, it's not the fact that it's $20. It's the fact that you borrowed it off of me, and you need to do your due diligence and run it back. It's because people try to downplay you. They try to downplay you with the whole like, oh man, it's only $15. It's only $20. I don't care if it's $30 or $300. You need to run me my money, bro. I don't care. Well, family's different. Well, certain family, but it's like, well, I say certain family because not everybody's family is the same. But yeah, so certain family definitely applies to friends too, because I feel like, ooh, matter of fact, the one thing you never trust, and you have to learn you have to learn this the hard way. It's when something is going on, like an event or something, and not everybody has enough money for it. So what happens is that you cash app this one person, like in the friend group, everybody cash apps this one person, and they send the money to them, and then they pay for it, and then it's like, okay, we're all going to pay you back the money, right? So if you volunteer to pay for something that's $60, what you got what, two other people with you, three other people, whatever, and you expect $20 from each of them, you're not. At the very least, you might see 20 out there 60. You're not getting the full 60 back. You're not. You're just not. You're just not. And then when you, I don't want to say press, but then when you ask them about it, like, hey, like, I only got 20 out of my 60. Where my other 40 at? Then it turns into a problem. Like it's either like, oh man, I got you. But it should be to the point where I shouldn't have to ask you though. You should just remember, like, okay, before the day's over, I need to pay bruh back, you know? But people don't think like how you do. Um Now this one might be confusing to some of y'all. Super straight people. Maybe asking Herman, what's a super straight person? A super straight person is someone who tries to the absolute fiber of their being to not let anything they say be taken out of context to the point where it gets annoying. So it's like, if you with your friends or something, you might say something every now and then that might be taken out of context, like, "Hey, bro, hey, pause," like it just happens. But then you got your friends where it's like you say something, you catch on, you're like, "Wait, that sounded kind of weird," but then nobody says nothing because you're all like, you don't care that much about it. Like, we knew what you meant. I thought about it, but nobody saw it that way, so it's cool. And then you got the people like, back in high school where it's like, "Hey, bro, you can't say that. Pause. Hey, that's hey." But I can't be around people who try to super analyze everything that comes out of everybody's mouth. Like, "Hey, that's sus. Hey, Paul. Hey." Like, it's like living life on hard mode, trying your absolute hardest to analyze what words are coming out of everybody else's mouth. Like, I remember one time, he probably doesn't even know I know this, but my old roommate, my old roommate from my freshman year of college, I remember he was on the phone one time with whoever, I don't know, but he was on the phone and he was talking about Krispy Kreme donuts, and he was like, "Yeah, I got the donuts with a little cream in the middle." Pause. I'm like, pause, resume, because first of all, how is food suspect? How is that suspicious? You're talking about food, so that means you thought about it. You thought that cream meant something else. You thought you took it from you took one part of the conversation, threw it to complete something else. So if you're around, it was just me and him, and I'm like, what? But if you're around a bunch of other people, they're gonna be like, why'd you say pause? You're talking about food. There's nothing suspicious about that, you know? Super seniors, specifically high school super seniors. Now it's different. It's different if you were an advocate for your school, you was valedictorian, whatever, 4.5 GPA, you did this, you was big on the community, you did a lot for the school. That's different. Come back as many times as you want. That's completely different. But if you didn't really do nothing, you was just a hallway warrior, you was just out in the hallway, just trying to talk to everybody, start stuff. You probably played on the football team or basketball team, but it's just to the point where it's like when you're coming back to high school, so as often as you do, it's like you're trying so hard to be seen, but you graduated, so nobody cares. Like, you can probably come back like a couple months later, and two or three teachers might recognize you, but besides that, nobody cares, bro. Like these new freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors too, they don't know you, bro. Like a couple people might know you, but they don't know you like that. Okay, this one's extremely specific, but people who use their city as a threat. So I don't understand where this psychology comes from, where it's like, oh, don't mess with me. I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Little Rock. I'm from St. Louis. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from wherever, you know? But it's like, unless if we're specifically in that area, if I'm in Baltimore or St. Louis or whatever, nobody has to tell me like, hey, bro, you know where you at, right? It's like, bro, I know where I'm at. But then when we're out of that area, why are you telling me where you're from trying to intimidate me? It's like, bro, we are in the DMV. Why are you trying to tell me, oh, I'm from St. Louis? Are we in St. Louis right now? No. So what's the point? Like, are you gonna bring St. Louis to the DMV? No. Um, this one's kind of on there because it's like I've had a lot of personal experiences with it. Like I used to be on the other side, but now I kind of see it more from other people. People who can't read the room. Reading the room and understanding other people's energies is a very essential skill to have. Like you just walk into a room, oh maybe everybody's just a little down. Not nobody's trying to talk for real, but then you come in trying to be all loud, this, and that. Or everybody's having a good time and you just being a downer to everybody. Like you need to be able to read other people's energies because being able to understand people's energies without them being vocal about how their energy is, it takes you a long way. And last but not least, people who don't understand comfortable silence. Comfortable silence for me is essential. It's essential. If you my girl, if you my boy, if you family too, anybody, just understand that the air that we breathe does not have to be filled with conversation 24/7. We can talk, we can chill, whatever. We can just talk up a whole whirlwind of whatever. But it's like if I become silent, maybe it's probably because I don't feel like talking. There's nothing on my mind that's worth bringing up to the discussion to talk about. Or maybe I just want to be on my phone and just chill. And then you're still trying to talk to me, bro. Like, it doesn't make me mad, but it's just like, bro, like, you're trying so, like, you know when people don't understand comfortable silence because they're just trying to rack their brain for like anything to be somewhat to make it somewhat relevant towards the conversation. And then it's just like, why would you say that? And not even in like a condescending way, but it's just like, why would you say that in the sense of you like I can tell you're just fishing your brain right now. Like you can't just pipe down, just chill and just wait for something to come naturally. You're just like trying to get anything, you know. But yeah, that's all my pet peeves, man, or at least the ones that I can think of. I've always told myself like I have a lot of pet peeves, but those are just the ones that immediately came to mind. I just noted them down for this video. But yeah, that's the end. That's the end of this video, y'all. Once again, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this video, make sure y'all like, comment down some ideas of what you'd like to see in the future. And most importantly, let me know if you relate to any of these pet peeves. Let me know if I'm just a bad person. Make sure y'all share this video out to the whole entire world. Share it out to everybody. Throw it like it's a snowball, but instead of it's a snowball, it's an ice ball that knocks somebody out unconscious. Please don't do that. And most importantly, subscribe. And that's the end of the video. Let me know what's the move with y'all.